your practices and make sure everyone has both sides of the ball in its reps?
Sure. The biggest thing, like with practice right now, is you only get 10 or 15 minutes of individual. So when you have very little individual, you can't be super complex.
True.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So let's get started.
Okay.
Boa noite, galera. Tudo bem? Aqui quem está falando é o Christian Marinho. Cuido da parte de futebol americano da FCA Brasil. Hoje com a gente tem aqui o coach Xandão, o coach Alexandre Ribeiro, head coach do Rio Preto Whalers, que vai estar me ajudando hoje. E junto com o coach Greg Vandagriff, o coach Greg é head coach de Prince Avenue, na Georgia. Tem mais de 30 anos de carreira, já treinou defesa, já treinou ataque. Ele é head coach e é um dos melhores produtores de conteúdo de defesa para Glazier Clinics. Então, hoje a clínica a gente vai estar falando sobre Cover 6, que basicamente é Cover 3 Match. Tem diferentes variações. Cover 6 pode ser quarter, half, mas tem uma janela, uma árvore de pensamento que chama Cover 6 de Cover 3 Match. Hoje que a gente vai estar falando sobre isso. Para quem não conhece, a FCA é um ministério cristão baseado em esportes. E a FCA Brasil, na área de futebol americano, nosso objetivo é, a partir da plataforma fornecida por nós, por treinadores americanos, tá produzindo conteúdo de qualidade para a comunidade de treinadores de futebol americano e para atletas. Então, tudo isso aqui a gente faz, a gente não pensa em ganhar dinheiro, simplesmente é para servir a comunidade. All right, Coach, now that we're introduced, let's get started. Talk about Cover 6 or Cover 3 match.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to go to PowerPoint, and then we'll just, once I do that, make sure you see the screen. Okay, Christian?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you up? Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so let's see. Can you see the PowerPoint coming up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you see it there? KISS, keep it simple, stupid. That's a concept. Okay, the KISS concept. Keep it simple, stupid. All right, so again, this is my email address. Greg Vandagriff at princeab.org if you need to, or you want to get a hold of me. Okay, and then just real quick, formation wise, it's important that people understand the formations because this is how we call our coverages. So this will be a pro set to our left. That's a wing. To the right is twins. To the right is a slot. To the left is pro trips. That's trips open, doubles, and double slot. Okay, so the biggest thing is you need coverages. You need coverages to answer questions. Okay. All right. So you got to be able to. You're always going to defend their formations. So you need simple answers. So, for example, if you're going to run like a 10-yard split with receivers, cover 3 is the strongest to the strong side. Like we're going to split field coverage. We're going to run twins to cover. To twins, we're going to run cover 2. Any kind of stack receiver, you got to have just basic rules. Okay, and these are just some basic rules we have. We have a trips coverage against trips. Against empty, we have formation rules. Wing T, we're going to play cover 2 strong, man weak. Double wing, we're going to rotate. And I'm going to show you all this stuff. 3 backs, we're going to rotate. And then 2 tights, 1 back. One side will play 3 and the other side will play man. Okay, so look. So as we roll through this, you got to understand there's all these things they can do. They can do quick game, RPOs, perimeter screens, sprint outs and boots, the intermediate game, which are curls and digs and outs, crossers, pick plays, goal line routes, verticals, and trick plays. So as a secondary coach, you have to have answers for all these things, and you can't run 700 coverages. So here's our basic plan that we have that works. Because again, I've been at 6 different schools, and we've been very fortunate to win at all of them. So the 2 basic coverages. One, we got to communicate and teach our plan. So what are we trying to teach? One, man is cover 3 to us. Now I'll explain that to you. And then you need a man coverage, and you need a switching coverage. 2 is our switching coverage, and 3 is our man or 6 again. Our linebackers are typically going to zone drop, and then we have blitz rules that are easy. You understand that. So on Mondays we work man, which is cover 3. On Tuesdays we work cover 2, and then on Wednesdays we work trips. Okay. So here's again. Let me keep rolling. So again, this is a 30,000 foot view. This is again not super details, but it's going to give you enough information. So remember earlier I told you this was this is pro set, right? So in pro set, let me get my little marker here. In pro set, we have a tight end with a 10-yard split here. Okay, so if we have a 10-yard split, all right, a 10-yard split, then we want to call cover 3 to this. Now, cover 3 to us is in college, it's called cover 6. Okay, this is called cover 6 in college. And what it means is the free safety and the Sam, these 2 guys are going to bracket the tight end. Now, what bracket means is it says the corner's man-to-man. So the corner to the left is man-to-man. The corner to the right is man-to-man. Okay? And the corner to the left, his rules are any one receiver we play cover 3 or man. Again, so any one receiver rule, we play cover 3 or man, and the Sam's going to give you slant help, or the rover. So to the right, the free safety and the Sam are going to bracket 2. Now, what that means is if number 2 goes to the flat, the Sam has him, and the free safety now is free. So he can rob number 1, okay, and give the corner inside help. So that's what the robber concept is the free safety is going to rob number 1 on inside routes if 2 goes to the flat. Because if 2 goes to the flat, then 1 is going to come in. So rules are if somebody comes out, somebody comes in. Okay, that's standard coverage rules. Hold on a second. Okay, makes sense?
Yes, sir, it does. I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does the corner is man-to-man like locked, or if he goes up like locked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you run the corner
go ahead.
If number 1, for example, runs a shallow route, corner is locked. He's going all the way down.
Now listen, if he does this, let him go.
Okay.
You got me? But if he runs like tunnel, come get him.
Okay.
You follow me?
Yes, sir.
If he runs a tunnel screen, the corner's going to go get him. If he runs a shallow, then zone it off. Zone it off means stay home. Okay.
Yeah.
So like if number 1 ran, like they're running some kind of, crosser combination. So if, both guys were to cross, the corner would sit, this corner would sit, and then zone it off. And zone it off just means, stay in your area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions on that? And again, just ask if you have questions. Okay.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go. So this means the rover and the wheel have the back out weak. Okay, so what that means is the rover's going to drop curl, the wheel's going to drop to the hook, and if the back were to go into the flat, then the rover, we're going to rally to it. Rally to it means we're going to leave the curl and go to the flat when the quarterback turns his shoulders and throws the ball. The wheel's going to go to the hook, and if the back comes out, then he's going to replace the rover in the curl, all right, because the running back stressing the rover would force him to widen to cover him, and the wheel would replace him. So that's why the rover goes hook or curl to flat, and the wheel goes hook to curl. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
You know, you only go hook to curl if somebody takes you there, which is the back.
Okay.
All right. So as we progress, so again, so this is why the blitz rules are easy. So if I were to blitz the rover right here, if I were to blitz the rover, the wheel would take the back out. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's a bracket concept. Bracket means 2 on 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a bracket concept or a combo concept. So the Sam and the Mike have the back out strong. So I can blitz the Sam, call cover 3, and the Mike would take the back to the flat. And the free safety would have to know if all of a sudden the tight end ran to the flat, he's got to take him because the guy he's comboing with is now blitzed. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't have to change the coverage again. So let's say they change the formation here. This is a slot. So if it's a slot, corner has 1, free safety and the rover will bracket number 2. The corner will have 1. Okay, so the rover or the wheel have whoever, the rover has whoever crosses his face, so it could be 2 or 3 here. And the wheel has, again, hook to curl. To the right side, the Sam and the Mike have the back out. Again, if the tight end were to run straight to the flat, the Sam would take him naturally. Okay. All right. So if they same formation, but they do twins. So this is just twins right here. So we would have cover 2 to the left, and we'd be playing man to the right. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. It does.
Okay. Simple rules, easy rules. Rover will have to back out. Okay. And again, Sam and Mike have the back out. All right. Now, so they go twins open, and this is a formation you see all the time with the sniffer set. These guys to the left would run cover 2. The guys to the right would play 3 or man. Okay.
Yes.
Now, notice the rover backs up right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The rover backs up to give the corner slant help.
Mm-hmm.
Does this make sense?
It does.
Okay. So again, Sam and Mike got the back out. Will and Rover got the back out, even though the Rover has changed his alignment, but it has not changed his assignment. His alignment is, 8 to 10 because he's got to protect this corner, but the assignment's still the back out or sweep weak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now let's say they go doubles. Then the corner and the free are going to play 2 on each side, and Sam, Mike, and Will are going to play the back. They're going to play hook and the back out, hook and the back out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So in every formation, we're going to account for five receivers. So if they were running twins open with a sniffer set, to the left we would call cover 2, and to the right we would call cover 3. Now it looks like 2, but we're playing 3. We're disguising the coverage because we're giving the corner protection on the slant or the post. Does that make sense?
It does. I have a question for you, Coach. When you say cover 2, are you more like a hard cover 2, like a
soft? It's a soft.
Soft.
No, nobody plays hard cover 2 anymore.
Okay.
Like nobody.
Do you pattern match it like a palms coverage or something?
Yes. So if number 2 goes to the flat within 5 to 7 yards, we switch. After that, stay on your guy.
Okay, good. And on the backside, I'm curious, what is the trigger for the rover if there's run action, for example?
So if the quarterback was to put the ball on the hip of this running back in the pistol here or sort of rode this kid across, he would work down right now.
Okay. He's the 7th guy, right?
Yep. Anything, again, when you're trying to work to an 8-man front basically right here. So any play action, he's going to step in the hole.
Okay.
Anything that looks like run, he's got to be stepping down. He's not a back. The rover in this position right here is not a back pedal player.
Mm-hmm.
His feet are still or he's working down, but he's not. Normally it's what, curl to flat, right?
Yeah.
Or he's already in the curl, so now he just works to the flat. He's in the curl, so there's no sense of back pedal. Work to the flat. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I figured he's a force player as well. Is that it?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, good.
All right. Does that make sense?
He does.
All right. So what we do is we let the secondary call this. Like we're not going to signal this coverage. They're going to call the coverage on their own. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So like to the right here, let's say we've called cover 3. Well, they come out in twins, so that the free safety in the corner are going to check 2, and to the right, all of a sudden we have a short split. Well, if they shorten the split, something's up. And what I mean by that is the wheel, this receiver's either going to crack the wheel or he's going to pick the wheel because they're trying to run a wheel on us. Okay. Or he's going to run it out, or he's going to run some kind of drag across the field. Well, if that's the case, then we need to change the coverage, because what's going to happen is this guy's going to work all the way. He's going to work away from the corner. So now if number 1 goes across the field, then the rover will take him. The corner will stay home. So we're just going to play cover 2 versus 1 and 2 right here. Okay. And that way the wheel can't be picked. All right.
Yes, sir.
So they would tell each other, check cover 2. So now if we came out and they were in pro set to the left, we would be in 3 to the left and 2 to the right. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
So now the free safety's my extra guy working down. You got it? So if the tight end's blocking, the free safety's not a backpedal player right here. He's not backpedaling. He's a slow-footed, check the tight end player. If the tight end works vertical, he's going to play him off of that. Does that make sense?
He does. Is he playing the middle of the field, or is he in front of the center, for example? If the ball
he would be on the guard. He would be on the guard.
Okay.
He'd be on the strong guard. Okay. So hold on. So let's see here. So for example, let me show you a little bit of film if I can get it working. Okay.
Okay.
And it'll make some sense for you, I hope.
As you open film, is it fair to say that the corners are your stud players?
No, our safeties are our stud players.
So what?
The corners are actually the easiest guys to find. We just want somebody that can run deep with somebody.
I got you.
Yeah, seriously, don't get beat deep.
What's
That's
that?
all we tell them. Don't get beat deep.
Because they play so man-to-man, and I thought that maybe they were the best athletes, you know?
Yeah, they really just need to be able to run. That's all we want them to do, is be able to run. Okay? All right, so watch. Okay, so right here, this is, if you see, that's the tight end. That's the sniffer. Can you see this, Christian?
Yes.
Okay, this is twins right here to the right. You see all that?
Yes, sir.
So to the right, we're in twins. That's the sniffer. And to the left, we're in cover 3 with our Sam. The Sam was normally here, but we walked him down. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the rover playing cover 2. So they go to motion. The wheel gets back in the box. So our rules are when the ball snaps with motion, that's the formation. So they got tight end. So it should be man-to-man here, man-to-man there, and the free safety on the tight end.
Okay.
So look, they're running a slant and go, or a sluggo. Okay, slant and go. So watch. See, we're going to cap the route, and the free safety's free, so he's going to come across and help. See that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll show you again. Another one. Okay, so look here, tight end again, wide out. So we're playing cover 3 to the right, cover 3 to the left. The corner's playing an outside technique because it's a reduced split. Okay, now tight end went vertical, so it's his guy. It's a free safety's guy. Number 2 came out, so that's the corner's guy.
Yeah.
All right, there's no switches here. Now he's running an out and up, so we're going to collision it and get on top of the route. We want to snap our head back inside for an underthrow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can we go back and show you again? So look, we get vertical, vertical. Everybody stays on their guy. All right. Now watch the footwork by the Sam. Watch. See, he's gonna work outside. Look at the play side linebacker. He's gonna look for number 2 or 3, and then they're gonna drop. See Mike dropping hook, Sam dropping curl. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'll show you the next one. All right, now look. This is twins to the left, pro to the right. So we got
Cover 3 to the right.
We got man-to-man. The free safety has the tight end. Sam's got whoever crosses his face. All right, so look, the Sam widens because he has number 3 right here. Sam widens. The corner's got man-to-man. The free safety's got man-to-man. See the Sam's drop? Watch. Does that make sense? So watch it again. The Sam works to the curl, and he's going to help on the 10-yard out.
Yeah. So he only jumps to the player crossing his face if the ball goes there, right? He won't overplay the flat.
Correct. We're going to – so, for example, watch. Okay. We're going to drop, and if the quarterback was to turn his shoulders, we would then come go get it. Okay.
Yes.
So, Coach, his rule. What is his rule? What is his footwork? How do you teach this to them? Do you tell them to look back and force the quarterback to throw short, or how do you teach that guy?
We're gonna work to the curl and rally to the flat, and what that means is we want to stop the 10-yard route and give them the 5-yard route. You got me?
Mm-hmm.
So because, for example, watch, if this kid, as this kid comes, if our Sam went up there to cover him, this kid right here would be wide open. The tight end would be wide open.
Yeah. So
as the Sam realizes this kid, he's not throwing to number 3 here, he drops to help us in the curl. And see, he's going to help disrupt that route.
Yeah.
See, it takes 10. You complete 10-yard routes, you score a touchdown. You complete 25-yard routes to score a touchdown.
Yeah. You're right, and in my opinion, that's the smartest way to stop these kind of flood concepts, because they kind of influence you with an underneath route, and they throw the deeper route just behind you. So I like it.
Yes, you're going to drop to the curl and wait till they throw this bubble, and then we're going to run up there and get it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you got plenty of time to do it. I'll hopefully show you some more film on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go to another one.
Yeah, Coach, real quick, the corner on that play, do you teach him to always zone turn, or whatever works for him, he can man turn? Like,
let's see here.
In that clip, this clip, he turns his
we
shoulder away.
turn. He man turns to him. I want to man turn and get on top of it. And what that means is I want to cap the route. Cap the route means, see, when the quarterback looks over here at this receiver, if you're running deeper than him, that means you're covered.
Yeah.
If you're running underneath him, he's going to throw this ball to the go. We don't want that to happen. So we want to cap the route. Cap the route means get deeper than the guy running.
Makes sense. Yes.
Okay, so you want to cap the route on a vertical. So we're gonna man turn into him and try to cut him off. All right, we're gonna try to cross his face and cut him off. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now let me show you why I like cover 3. So look, we're manned up here. Okay, now the free safety's manned up right here with that kid. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if this guy starts blocking, what can the free safety do?
Go to the box.
Yeah, he can come get him.
Yeah.
So watch. Okay. So my point is, if we're playing true cover 3, the ball's going to snap and he's going to what? Backpedal out of here, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why that coverage to me is a broken coverage. Okay. So look, here's his read, and what's he doing? He's blocking. Okay. So watch our free safety. See the free safety right here coming down? Watch. The free safety is going to come make the tackle for a loss.
Yeah, just add another unblocked player to the box. That's good.
Correct, because there's no sense of backpedaling this kid.
Coach.
Yes.
I love it. And I'm just curious on how you guys work your play actions in this set, because how much time in practice do you invest in teaching them how to stop play action, or do you guys see a lot of play action against your team because of the coverage you play?
Yeah, it's plenty of people play action, and it's a thing where what you have to do is you got to teach them. They got to train their eyes and put their eyes on their guy. You can't get caught staring in the backfield. So the free safety is going to read ball like the quarterback to his guy. So if his guy's blocking immediately, he can insert, and then if the free safety saw pass, he could rob to number 1. Okay, because he could give help. So play action affects the linebackers. It shouldn't affect the secondary unless they don't look at the guy they're covering. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
You play action to affect the linebackers, make them step up, and then you throw some 10-yard route in here. But that shouldn't affect the free safety or the corner unless they're not looking at their guy. And what happens is young DBs or undisciplined DBs don't look at their reads. They get caught looking in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got to train your kids to put their eyes on their receiver.
Understand. Yeah, I'm asking this because it's kind of, I don't know if it's a new trend, but there's a bunch of pop passes going on by the sniffer or tight end where they fake the block and they work to the middle off the field. And
yeah, it happens all the time. What you have to do is decide if this kid's going to come and act like he's blocking and run a vertical. Is that his guy? Is it the linebackers or is it the safeties? According to what you're doing. You follow me?
Yeah.
Like, let me go back a couple formations here. So look, if let's say this sniffer was on this side over here, all right? So we know when this kid comes motion, the free safety has the tight end. And we know the corner has that kid. But if the sniffer's over here and he goes vertical like he's blocking, is that the Wills or is that this Rover's back here? That's the question you have to ask. You follow me? So for us, we tell our Rover, if that kid comes through here, he's yours. You got to go get him. Because this Will linebacker better play run.
Yeah.
So the Rover has to take the back that goes there. He's got to take that back out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, again, that's a common thing that happens here. And I'm telling you, we screw it up all the time. Okay. So trust me, it's a good play for a reason. Right. Mm-hmm. And this is that formation right here. Okay. So it's twins open and here's the sniffer weak. So if the sniffer goes weak, it better be this guy's taking it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're playing cover 2 to the right. Now look, the safety is not going to come off the hash too much. He's got plenty of time to play those guys. They can't run away from him into the boundary. So watch. Now this receiver up top, okay, this kid's coming in motion. So when he comes in motion, how many backs are there going to be in the backfield?
3.
3.
Plus the quarterback.
Yes. Okay. Now, who does the free safety have now when this guy comes in motion?
Is that a? Do you have a tight end there?
He has the sniffer.
Sniffer.
Okay, that's number 2. So if number 2 comes vertical, the free safety is going to take him. You got me?
Yeah.
Okay, so now the Sam can be more aggressive, is my point.
Yeah.
Because he's got to worry about a guy to the flat, but he doesn't have to worry about this guy going vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so watch. Watch the free safety. As soon as he hands the ball off, and number 2, the sniffer comes and blocks the Sam, that tells the free safety he can come on. You got me?
Mm-hmm.
So see, watch the free safety come on now. Now, if you're playing old school cover 3, what would the free safety do?
Drop.
Yeah, he would back out of here, right?
Yeah.
Well, see, I used to play that position, and the worst coverage in the world was doing this. And why does everybody play cover 3? Tell me why we play cover 3.
Close the middle of the field.
Yes, you want to stop the middle of the field. Okay, but how many posts did people throw on you last year?
What's that? Come again?
How many posts did they throw on you last year? How many times did they throw that route?
I mean, against us?
Yeah, in the whole season, how many times did they throw that? 10?
Less than that, I would say maybe 3 or 4.
Okay. How many plays did you see the whole year? 300, 400, 500?
Oh, yeah, a bunch.
Okay. So you're leaving the free safety here for 3 plays. And so my point is, if he can come down here and make 80 tackles on the season, see, our free safety is our 3rd leading tackler on the team. Because he comes downhill. Does that make sense?
It does. And I like to add, I don't know if you guys coach that, but I love the fact just the reaction of your DBs. I don't know if you guys coach like tracking checking the back hips. And if you check their hips, they kind of parallel. They're not parallel to the line of scrimmage. I mean, they're facing the sideline, so it looks like a fast flow where they don't have to just stand there in the middle of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So here, watch the corner up top on this one right here. Okay, once the ball's committed, they're gonna run sweep. Watch this corner. He runs by his guy and makes the tackle. You'll see it here in a tight. See, once he sees run committed, he's going to come by his guy and make the tackle.
Coach, I'm curious about this particular play. I saw the guys shifting the defense. Can you talk a little bit about your strengths and how?
Yeah, watch. Okay, so if we have a team that trades the tight end, we trade the Sam and the Rover with them. Okay. Because we think this kid's a stronger run player than our Rover is. Okay, and typically they may be trading to like another lineman. Okay, like they're trying to get away from this big end and they're trying to get to this small end over here. Okay. So if we do that, we send the Sam over. Okay, we send the Sam over to protect him. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now in our league, hold on, let me show you the tight copy. See this guy right here he doesn't have his hand on the ground. Okay, that means he's going to trade, because if he puts his hand on the ground, he can't take it off the ground. See, everybody else has their hand on the ground, so that's a cue to tell him they're about to trade, so he doesn't get caught.
Is that a rule for you guys?
Yes, that's a rule in our league. Yes.
Like is it for NFL, us? I never heard of it.
Yeah, in the NFL, that's not the rule, or in college, it's not the rule, but it is the rule in high school. Okay.
Yeah, we play by high school rules, right, Shannon?
Yeah, kind of. It's IFAF. I don't know if it's pure high school rules, but it's more similar to high school than it's to the NFL, I would say, or even college.
Okay, so look, here's twins. with a cheated back to the tight end. So these two up top are playing cover two, and really the Sam and the corner are playing cover two. You got me?
Yeah, on the two of them.
Yes, correct. So watch the routes here. Okay. So the tight end goes vertical. All right. Number two's working across. Number one's going to run a post. And the number two running back is going to come to the flat and run a wheel. So watch. Okay. See how he runs a wheel? So the Sam's going to, again, watch him. He's going to man turn into him and run with him. Now we have a drag, so the free safety has to work down the drag. And the backside's running a dig, so he's going to work to this dig. Okay, so we have a rule. If the quarterback gets outside the defensive end, then the play side linebacker is going to come. See that?
Yeah, nice hit.
Oh, yeah.
Coach, can you run this play again?
Yeah.
Please? One more time.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I have a question for you, alignment wise and personnel wise.
Yeah.
That's a tricky formation for me because you have two speed receivers to the field and you have kind of a heavy run personnel to the boundary.
Yes.
I've seen some teams that they switch the corner with a safety and they put the corner to the speed receivers and bring down a safety to kind of help stop the run.
It's called corners over. Listen, it's called corners over. So you got corner, and we could put the free safety over here if we wanted to. You follow me?
Yeah.
So but when they go motion, it screws you up. What do you do with your corner and your free then? You follow me? Because see, if this kid were to come motion, does your corner lock and stay with him and the free stays there, or do you bump? That's your question. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then you got a corner as your free that is really not as good as filling up for the run.
Correct. So for us, we keep it normal because if this kid came in motion, then the free safety would be on the tight end playing a run still, and the corner would be bumped out.
Mm.
You got me? That's just what we do. I mean, some people do it. It's called corners over. We don't do it very much. It's one because we don't have time to teach that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You got to realize, again, in the time period you have at practice, you can't be super complex. You need a couple of coverages and a trips concept, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's good that you brought that up. Could we move to the trips in a second?
Sure, yeah. I'll go ahead and go to it now, just so you get some idea, and then we can talk more about it later. Okay.
Cool.
All right. So look, let me open another PowerPoint. So. I got a few PowerPoints.
That's experience right there.
Yeah. See, there's quite a few on this one. Here we go.
Yeah, I gotta get my PowerPoint ready too for job interviews in America. Gotta look nice looking one, right?
That's right. Okay, let's see if this will answer most of your questions again. Okay. So I'm going to start out with the same thing I just talked about. So we're going to defend five. We're going to cover five people. So it's cover two to the left with the Sam got the back out. And cover three to the right. All right. Again, if they give me a short split, it's cover two to the right, cover two to the left. Now they give me pro to the left, it's cover three to the left and cover two to the right. So we're defending five people. So trips, trips basically means we're going to do cover 21. So 21 just means we're going to play quarters to the left. Okay. Let me see. I got a better one than this. Okay. This one's a little old. I like this one better. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, so we have a few concepts because you got to be able to cover empty. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Okay, can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so cover 21. So here we go. The corner in cover 21, we don't believe that they're going to run 3 verticals right here. Now, they can at any moment, and I understand that. So you have to have some rules to protect you. So to the left, we're playing basically, think about the left is quarters, okay? We're quartering it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and then, oh, that was nice. Okay. And then to the right, we're playing man-to-man. Okay, so we have our same rules. Any one receiver, we're playing man-to-man. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we have a trips cover, so we're quartering it off. So the free safety is playing the deepest out of 3 and 2, and the corner's playing the deepest out of 1 or 2, meaning we believe one of those guys is going to go to the flat or come across. Now, the Sam's our curl flat player, and the Will is our CYA, cover your ass guy. Okay, and what that means is the Will is going to reroute number 3 down the middle and wall him off so that he doesn't hit this soft area right here. And sorry about that. Okay, and the rover is going to take 3 down the middle if it happens. Now, if we do think they're going to run 3 verticals, then we're going to commit the backside rover to 3 down the middle. Okay, so if we knew that they're going to run 3, like we knew 3's coming down the middle here, we're going to make sure the rover takes them. So 2 roll, all right, up here, 2 roll means we're going to roll the coverage to the strong side. So the corner and the free are going to play. The corner and the free are going to play cover 2 versus 1 or 2, 1 and 2, and then the rover's going to take 3 down the middle. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So this way we have 4-on-4 verticals. Okay, so the Mike and the corner play a man-to-man on the backside. All right, man-to-man on the backside. All right, so if it's tight end trips, then we're going to run 2 roll, and that means the corner is going to take 3 down the middle, and the Sam and Mike are manned up on the other side. Got it?
Small.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in case the number 3 doesn't run vertical in the middle, in this case the corner, but in the other one the rover, it's free to rob, right? To the right
the rover has curl flat. So if 3 goes to the flat, the rover has him.
And the corner gets free, right?
And the corner's free. Yes, the corner takes anything in this area. Okay. Or he can help on the backside if this kid's a better dude than our Sam.
Sweet, got it.
All right. Again, the biggest thing you need simple concepts without confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, they're giving y'all a ton of formations, and you can't have confusion in the secondary. Okay, so cover 22 means we're going to play cover 2 versus 1 and 3, and the Sam is going to lock on number 2. Got it?
Can you repeat, please, Coach?
We're going to play we're going to play cover 2 versus 1 and 3. So the corner is going to read 3. If 3 goes to flat, the corner is going to sit, and the free's going to take 1, and the Sam's going to play man-to-man on number 2.
Yeah. So that's why it's 22 is cover 2 and lock on number 2, or no?
Correct. Yes. Very good. We're playing cover 2. We're going to lock on number 2. Okay. So this is what we do when they go empty. If they go empty, we play 22 to the left and cover 2 to the right.
Got it.
Do you play, if they line up in the bunch formation, do you play the same principle as this one to the trip side?
If they line up in bunch, we play 21, which is quarters, because it's easier just to zone it off. Okay. We don't want to man it up. We zone it off.
Okay.
All right. So again, same thing, tight end, tight. It's no big deal. The Rover's got man-to-man, and everything else is the same. Okay. So 23 means the Sam and Will are going to man number 3, and we're going to play cover 2 versus 1 and 2. Okay.
Okay.
So if 3 goes vertical or runs a drag, the Will take him. If he goes to the flat, the Sam will take him.
Sweet.
Do you change the alignment at all, or not? Do you keep the same alignment?
Yeah, we can cheat the alignment. We don't ever sacrifice coverage for alignment. Okay, we always get lined up. We don't want to try to trick them, and then we trick ourselves. Okay. So again, this is man-to-man on the backside. So let me talk about just showing you how to tight end trips. Okay. So let me show you the backside. So let's say to the right side that, let's say this kid is their guy right here. This is their best receiver. Okay. Well, he's the best receiver. Then we're going to have the corner come up and play man-to-man, press man. So that way they don't just kill us with the hitches and the slants. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the corner is going to take away all the hitches and slants, and the Rover is going to take the fade, all right, or the post. So we're going to basically play 2 man versus the weak side, and we just call it weak man. All right?
Got it. It's nice.
Okay. And then, no rules change for the Mike. He's got the back. Now, if we were concerned that they were going to run 3 verticals to the left side, what coverage would we call? If we wanted to play weak man to the right, what coverage would we play to the trip side?
Well, I would say it depends on tendencies, but you have to involve the Will. If they run 3 verticals, you have to account for that. Is that right?
Okay, yes. So I can play 22, right? Or I can play 23.
Yeah.
So I would have to change if I thought they were running 3 verticals, I would have to protect myself with 22 or 23. Does that make sense?
It does, and I'm very curious to watch some of this film specifically, if you have to, Coach, because it's a new thing for me. I've never seen that before. The 22.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll have it for you next time. All right, because I hadn't broken down the film for you on that.
Okay.
But we have it. Yes. All right. So look, 22 or 23 to the right, and let's say they got a short split to the right here, or to the left, excuse me, and a short split to the right. So if they got a short split, remember they're going to crack the mic and run a wheel with the back, okay, or they're going to do some kind of game. So we're going to change it to cover 2 up here, so the corner can take the back out and the Rover can play the receiver. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what else could I do over here if I wanted the Rover to take the back out and the corner to play the receiver? What could I do? Just have them flip their alignment. The corner would come line up here deep, and the Rover would go outside. Does that make sense?
Just like the previous coverage, right?
Correct. They would just switch their alignment, and they play the same coverage. Cover 2, just switch their alignment. Okay.
Yeah. And the Rover would, in this case, like the corner has the running back and the Rover has the wide receiver.
In this case,
get on top of the receiver, like line up like in the same line as a receiver, or cheat inside a little bit the way it's showing up?
We would cheat inside because the alignment of the corner would keep him from getting an outside release.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I mean, and that way he would funnel it down inside, and he could jump on the running back if he wanted to come out.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. So in the corner, like to get any rhythm 12-yard outs from the single side receiver, the corner, even though he has a running back, he drops a little bit and then jumps. And the running back runs a flat.
He would be underneath the 10-yard out and wait on the guy in the flat.
Got it. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be based on split with wide receiver. Does that make sense?
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, Coach, do you got anything else on trips? Or
that's pretty much all we do right there. Okay.
Got it. So could you show us in the last 10 minutes a couple of training for like drills for DBs? You got anything or?
Yes. Okay. Look, we just do simple little stuff. All right. And this is some old film, but I'm going to show you real quick. All right. Again, remember, it's not about running the 17 best drills. It's about running the 3 or 4 simple drills and your guys being really good at it. Okay. Let's see here. I may actually have my varsity guys on this.
Coach, can I ask you a question as you open film about play calling?
Yeah.
How do you guys? I've seen that you guys have disguises and you guys have also different calls depending on game planning. I'm guessing. And do you guys call every play from the sidelines, or do you guys kind of give your players a menu where they can identify and they call it themselves?
Okay, we don't call any coverages except for trips coverages. They call all the single receiver or 2 receiver coverages on their own.
Cool. And you kind of walk through that in the previous week and give them the ability to do that?
Yeah, we teach them the rules. Remember, if the splits are 5 to 7 yards, if they're with 7 yards or closer, they're going to play cover 2. And if they're, 8, 10 yards or they're wider, they're going to play cover 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to teach them those rules.
Yeah, and I'm curious, how do you pair them calling the coverage with the blitzing calls? Does that come from the sideline and they adjust?
Well, no. What they do is, remember, they got to know who's got the back. Okay, so remember, it's like Sam and Mike or Will and Rover have the backs. So if I'm the Sam and you're the Mike, and we just called Sam, I'm going to look at you and say, I'm gone. And that tells you got the back.
Mm-hmm.
You got me? And then the coverage stays the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay, so look, in a given this is our warm up at school, okay, with our DBs. So this is just a form back pedal. And all we're going to do is we're going to snap the ball, and we're going to clap our hands, all right, and they're going to push off their toes. So we go off the sideline, right? That line's the top of the numbers, and they're going to go all the way to the hash, okay? So look, I'm going to bring them to the other coach. I'm going to clap my hands, all right? And then what we're doing right here is I've got all 5 DBs going, okay? So I've got the corner, that's the free, that's the corner. So the Sam and Rover are going to shuffle, and then they're going to man turn. So they're going to shuffle, and they're going to man turn. So watch. Some shuffling, and they're going to man turn. Okay, he's zone turn. The other one man turn. Let's see if I can get it here. Watch. The one to the right shuffled, and he man turned. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, we're going back. They're going form back pedal out of here. All right. Now, watch the corner up top. He's going to shuffle. All right. See, we're going to turn towards our guy. What? He doesn't do it, but this one right here, he's a starter. Watch. He's going to back pedal. He's going to turn towards his man and snap your head back inside.
Mm.
Okay. So the coaching point is All right, we're going to backpedal. All right, we're going to backpedal. All right, see where he's turning his head? All right, he's going to look at the guy, then we're going to snap our head back inside. All right, so again, that's just a form backpedal out of here. They're going to form backpedal out. We're going to push off our toes. That's all we're doing. Okay. So here's the next one. All right, should be one turn right here. Let's see if we do it right. Yeah, okay. Watch the free safety in the middle right here. So he's going to come out. Watch. I'm going to show him which way to go, and we're going to act like we're capping a route. And capping a route means we're going to remember I told you we're going to get across the top of the route.
Yeah, take the top out and look back to the ball.
Yes, that's exactly right. Watch. He's going to cap. Hey, he's going to cap the route, turn his head back inside. Okay. So watch the free safety here in the middle. He'll do it the best. He's going to backpedal. He's going to work to his right, cap the route, get back on top. Same thing. Backpedal, work to the right, cap the route, get back on top. Okay. This should be.
Yeah, I like the way you guys run it because it's efficient, right? You have 5 guys running at the same time, and they're doing the same drill, and you kind of do a bunch of reps in a really small amount of time.
Correct. It's about reps. It's about, again, simple. Get them, knowing what to do, okay, and then be consistent with it. Because if you're constantly changing drills, they don't ever get better. Okay. So let's see here. All right. So look, this is like how we warm up our tackling. So they're going to come out. We're going to this is just us warming up right here. All right. We're snapping our hips with our hands behind us. Nose to the sky, chest and hips. All right. Then next time through, we're going to throw our hands through like that. Notice. Then the next guy's up, he's throwing his hands through. Then as we're coming, the other guy. So again, as we're coming back to the line, the guy that just went is getting ready to go.
It's a lot of reps.
Yeah. So again, now we're going right to angle tackle. All right, angle tackle. And we're just hitting in the proper position. We're not killing each other, but we're hitting we're hitting safely in the proper position. Okay. And then the next time through, we throw our hands through.
All right. Coach, how do you teach the head positioning according to the ball in your tackling?
Okay, we go nose to the V of the neck. We don't put our head on the football. Okay, that's sort of old school, head on the ball. And then what happens is head on the ball is you get your eyes down and you miss the tackle. We put our eyes to the head through the back V of the neck. If you'll notice, we're hitting the back V of the neck of the ball carrier right here. Okay, we'll flip it around and go the other way in a second, maybe. Yeah, here we go. All right, see, he's hitting the back V of the neck. We don't put our eyes across because when you go eyes across, you drop your head and you miss the tackle. That's just what we've found through time. So we go the back V of the neck. Okay. All right. Any questions on that?
No, Coach.
Okay, see this. Let's see what I got right here. Okay, we're just working press releases. So all we're going to do is shuffle, open, and run. Okay, we're going to press. All we do is shuffle, open, and run with you. That's all we do. Okay, we don't work on we're not good enough. We don't have enough practice time to work on other stuff. See, like right here, this guy's letting him get outside. He should just keep shuffling outside. See this guy at the bottom? He did a better job. This guy right here at the bottom does a better job because he stays outside shoulder.
Yeah.
All the other guys are getting beat and they're forcing themselves to turn their back. That's wrong. All right. Let's see here. All right, here we go again. Okay, they're going to shuffle, open, and run, work to the outside shoulder. This guy right here did a better job that time. Okay, because he zone turned and stayed with him. I would rather him zone turn it. All right, hold on a second. All right, I only got a couple more minutes. What you got for me, brother? I got a grill tonight, so it's got to happen.
Yeah, I think we're actually it's an hour. Yeah, I think that's good enough. That's it's a lot of good information, honestly. See. Yeah, Coach. Yeah, that's good enough, Coach. Thank you for taking your time. Loved it, honestly. The 21 and 22 stuff, 23, really good for trips. And the rules, like having preset rules for formations, like knowing, and so that the players can call it simply, right? And then
we call the trip stuff just because certain concepts and down and distance we want certain things. We let them call all the other 1 receiver, 2 receiver stuff.
Yeah, and I like the stuff like capping the route and looking back to it. It's not really taught in a lot of places, and I really like the concept. So yeah, thank you for taking your time. It was a great talk. Xandão can probably say the same. It was really good. And yeah, man.
You got anything else, Coach?
Coach, I really appreciate our time. I have one last question. How many? We saw 4, maybe 5 drills. How much time do you say you spend on individuals?
10 or 15 minutes a day. That's it. We get 10 or 15 minutes 2 times a week.
2 times a week.
That's it.
So real quick, like in 2-3 minutes. I don't know how much time we have left, but can you kind of walk through your what is a day of practice for you guys schedule wise? How many minutes of each group?
Okay. You get an hour of offense and an hour of defense. That's it.
Okay.
All right. And then so in your hour of offense, or hour of defense, you get 15 minutes of individual. All right. And then you get 20 minutes of group, which is perimeter. So we do perimeter and inside at the same time. Okay.
Perimeter is like the screen drill.
It's Skelly 7-on-7. Perimeter 7-on-7. Okay. Or Skelly, whatever you may call it.
Yeah.
For us, perimeter or Skelly is like the 2 words we would use. And then you go to team. So you have 20 or 25 minutes team. That's it. That's your time. So you really have 55 minutes, and, the whole deal is you got to teach your concept, and then you can't be super confusing because, when they change the scheme the next week, you can't be dreaming up a different coverage.
Yeah.
You have these certain, you got to be able to cover wide splits. You got to be able to cover short splits, and then you got to be able to, cover trips.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't be super complex.
If you didn't have to deal with two-way players, if you had like 2 hours to take care of your defense and the team playing, how would you do it? Would you add more competition, like more perimeter, or more individuals?
I would probably, if I had, you don't need 2 hours one side of the ball, in my opinion. You can get it done in an hour and a half. I would go maybe 20 minutes of individual. I would do probably 25 minutes of perimeter and inside, and then 30 minutes of team at the most. I think more is not always better unless you're getting more guys reps. You got me? Like if you're getting 1s and 2s and then 3s reps, that's fine. You need more time. But we're getting, 1s and 2s reps. Everybody does, 3s and 4s don't get reps. When we're in game week, 3s and 4s get reps in the off season, and they're learning to get better. Your 3s and 4s are your service guys. They're running the offense against you or something.
Got it.
During the season, you're trying to get ready for the season.
Yeah. So in situational football, how do you practice that? Like third down long, third down short, goal line, backed up.
See, goal line, we practice 3 or 4 snaps a week. That's it.
Really?
Yep. Because you're only in the average NFL team spends 11 to 13 plays a year at 4th and 1 or like 4th and goal. So it's 1% of the game. So they only practice 1% of their practice time in that situation. See, the NFL is all statistically driven. So what we did is like on Wednesday, we go 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. That's it. We're done. All right. So we see 2 snaps, maybe 3, and then we're done. We're on to the next thing.
Got it. And what do you spend biggest amount of time on it? Is it first down? The first and 10?
We spend most of our, we don't really break it down and distance. We break it down formationally. Like when we go out to practice, we're running the first 6 plays. It's just, those are their 6 plays. It could be at any time they're running these 6 plays, first down, second down, third down. We don't worry about that. And then we worry on, like we go, our nickel stuff, we'll do like 4 downs of nickel in team. We did 4 plays of nickel and team, but now we're going to do team. We're going to do nickel as well in group and inside, like on Wednesdays as well. And when we do that, when we do that stuff, what we're going to do is nickel means it's third down. You got me, or it's fourth and long. So yeah. it's a situational like substitution change for us. Like dime for us is not 6 DBs. Dime for us is 4 jokers that can pass rush.
Yeah.
Like we do a D-line change for dime for us, all right, and keep our same secondary. Because let's say we want a 4-man rush, but we don't want to change, the integrity of our D-line, how we fit. So again, it's all we only do the situational stuff the 3rd day of the week. Everything on Monday and Tuesday is about getting lined up and just seeing their stuff and getting better at it. So we get 3 days of practice and really game day. We get a walkthrough, but the walkthrough is nothing. Like we don't even sometimes do anything. We just show up, and make sure we know how to do our substitutions for special teams.
Yeah, Coach. How much time do you guys watching film with the players?
Like we send them some film on the other team, but we don't watch any film on the other team with them. Now, at other schools I have, but at the school I'm at now, it doesn't work out that way. So we don't do it. We want them to, but they probably don't do it either. But what we do is we watch an hour of our film from the previous week. We always watch us from the week before. And that's the most important film we watch, is us getting better about being us. So that way the kids understand their fits and stuff. Okay. Christian, look, I'm good again for next week. If you guys are good, just let me know what you want to talk about. We'll get it lined up. Nice meeting you, Alexandra. And I appreciate everything. Okay.
Yeah, Coach. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for your time, honestly. And
nice to meet you, Coach.
You too. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Então, galera, obrigado por quem esteve presente aí hoje. Mais uma aula aí, cara, muito, muito bom. Obrigado, Xandão, aí pelo tempo também. E por estar junto aí com a gente, ajudando nas perguntas. Bem melhor estar com todo respeito à mochila, sabe? Mas, Xandão, bem melhor de defesa do que mochila. Mas chama mesmo assim, Vitor. Mas, enfim, rapaziada, segunda-feira que vem a gente vai ter uma live às 9 horas da noite com o meu treinador. Na época que eu joguei lá nos Estados Unidos, ele era treinador de DB, mas a gente trabalhava de wide junto também. Ele jogou na NFL, foi draftado pelo Cincinnati Bengals, jogou com 8-5, jogou na NCAA Divisão 1, ele saiu da faculdade Junior College, então saiu de um nível baixo, bolsa 100% Divisão 1, jogou na NFL, no Bengals, Redskins, Seahawks, depois foi para a CFL, foi campeão da CFL. Hoje em dia ele trabalha treinando wide receiver na nossa região, treinando a galera. E, cara, o cara sabe muito, vai ser muito bom para coaches que querem saber mais sobre técnicas de wide receiver, mas principalmente sobre atletas que querem saber um pouco da vida de atleta nos altos níveis que vão ter aí. Então, o nome dele é Maurice Mann, amanhã a gente já anuncia, mas segunda-feira que vem, às 9. A FCA vai lançar também, acho que outra live no sábado, mas enfim, fica atento lá. Quem não segue a gente, FCA.Brasil, e quem puder, se inscreve aí no canal, para estar atento a todas as lives aí nesse tempo de quarentena. A gente vai estar trabalhando para a gente não ficar parado, tá sempre produzindo conteúdo novo aí para a galera. E a gente vai estar trabalhando também para cortar essas lives no futuro e postar em conteúdos menores, para ficar mais fácil de mostrar até para os seus atletas e para ficar revisando. Uma coisa para falar, Xandão?
Só agradecer mesmo, uma excelente oportunidade aí da gente crescer o esporte. Obrigado aí pela confiança. Tamo aí.
Tamo junto, abraço.
Valeu.